Did somebody say Dragon Ball news? Yeah, there's a lot of news here because we got V-Jumps leaks. Now, initially, I was going to wait for the leaks, the scans to actually come out, so that way I have visuals to pop up behind me or something like that. But at this point, the news is already out there. Everyone's already reporting on it. So if I end up waiting for the scans any longer, I'm just going to get buried by the YouTube algorithm. So we're going to talk about it without it. This is all confirmed information, though. This is coming from a really, really trusted source who in the past has revealed stuff before. Ryu Koda, shout out to him. As you guys know, every time a new V-Jump leak comes out, he is the first one to break everything down before the scans hit the net. So here's something else I want to point out. There's going to be a lot of stuff being covered from Legends to Xenoverse to FighterZ to yada, yada, yada. The comment section below, if you only care about specific stuff, can somebody please post the timestamps of everything I want to talk about? And two, or add it, of all the news that we're talking about today in today's video, let me know what you're most excited for and why down below. And also, yeah, I guess you can hit the thumbs up as well. But without further ado, let's talk about Dragon Ball news. First and foremost, let's hop into Xenoverse, because Xenoverse is not something we've talked about a lot in the last couple of weeks. Outside, you know, a couple of discussion videos I tossed out there about why I don't think there's gonna be Xenoverse 3. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, as you guys know, is dropping more DLC under Ultra Pack 2, which is coming out later this winter. I want to say sometime probably in the middle of December, sometime around there. And so far, we know one of the characters is going to be none other than Android 21. Now, if you guys remember, we got the costume that was only released in the Japanese version of the game many, many months ago. In fact, it might have been like 2 years ago when FighterZ first was announced, came out. I don't remember. It never came out over here. I assume along with 21, we're probably going to finally get that costume because it's kind of unfair that we never got that, but it is what it is. But Android 21 is coming as a playable character. Report from Gamatsu says Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 will add Dragon Ball FighterZ original character Android 21 as a playable character via paid downloadable content this winter as part of Ultra Pack number 2. The latest issue of V-Jump reveals Android 21's attacks include Assault Rush, a wild dance that combines her standard and special moves, an excellent full course, a rush attack followed by a super powerful energy blast, which I think is basically her level 3 where she shoots down and fighters. Android 21 will appear as a figure in Coliseum as well. Dragon Ball Xenoverse is available for PS2, yada yada, blah 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 blah. I mean, that kind of, I'm gonna say, I did not see it coming. I mean, I wanted Android 21 ever since she was first shown off in FighterZ. I think she's a fantastic character. By far, one of the most coolest original characters that have come out from the Dragon Ball Extended Universe. So I'm all for that. Now the question is, if they're gonna hop into someone like 21, who's the other character gonna be? I would love to see Shallot. I'm just gonna say it. Shout out to my boy Kagi. I would love to see Shallot as the final DLC character along with 21. Comment section below, let me know what you would love to see personally. Like I said, it's kind of weird because they've released pretty much everything that they could release in this game so far. So it's like, what else could they possibly do other than someone like Topo, maybe Dispo, or somebody else from her Pride Troopers? But I feel like out of all those, Shallot to me is just, he fits as the best potential character. Doesn't mean that one person in the comments will want to see someone like Garlic Jr., but to each his own, I guess. But yeah, that's all we know for now. The second we get any information as far as gameplay, trailers, and stuff like that, I will just let you guys know. So stay tuned to the channel, subscribe if you're new here, and I'll keep you guys in the loop. But yeah, once the scans come out officially, I'll just tweet them out. So if you follow me on Twitter at Rhymestyle, then you can see the scans there. But obviously, I'm not gonna make another video when the scans come out because it's basically the same information. So yeah, who's excited for 21? Let me know down below. Something else I'm gonna toss out here. I think this is it. I think after Ultra Pack 2 or DLC 10, we're not going to get any more DLC, and that's going to be the end of Xenoverse. So the question is what happens next? I still strongly believe that we're not going to get a Xenoverse 3, and instead they're going to pursue another series similar to the Xenoverse series, which is basically a 3D arena fighter. I made a whole video covering that, so if you want to check it out, I'll link in the description below. But I feel like when they go into the next chapter of Dragon Ball 3D FighterZ, that's going to leave the Xenoverse era behind and enter something new, which I think ultimately could be better in the long run. Fingers crossed. So yeah. Anyways, let me know your thoughts down below, and let's talk about something else. You know, since we're talking about DIMS, why don't we talk about Dragon Ball Legends as well? And since we're talking about Dragon Ball Legends, why don't we just talk about mobile games in general? Dragon Ball Legends and Dokkan are both going into the Frieza route, I guess, the Team Frieza race updates, whatever you want to call it. We're getting an update for both Cooler and Cooler on Dragon Ball Legends and Dokkan. Well, specifically, I guess Legends is dipping into Cooler and Frieza. I'm not really sure what Dokkan is doing because I kind of briefly saw a couple tweets about it, but I guess I might as well cover that one first since I have the least amount of information about that. Dokkan is getting a active skill transformation Cooler at some point. Personally, I'm a big fan. Every time they release Cooler in the past, he's always been a fantastic unit. Unlike something like, I don't know, the Bojacks of the world where they're like, whatever. Cooler to me is cool. And now on top of that, I like the Lineage of Evil, or I guess the Frieza race character. So anytime you give me something like that, Wicked Bloodlines, I guess how it is in called in Dokkan, I'm all for it. So I guess stay tuned for more information about that at some point in the next couple of weeks. Again, expect that probably sometime in the middle of November. So let me know your thoughts on that. Legends, though, I'm really excited. Mainly because, again, Lineage of Evil, as you guys know, the Frieza race, have been my favorite units to use in the game pretty much since Yellow Frieza came out a year ago. Back when you couldn't even really use them because there was no synergy at all with teams. But now we're gonna get a new Dragon Ball Super Frieza who transforms and does more damage versus Saiyans. Big shout out to Gresh, by the way, for the translations. And then we're also getting a new Cooler who gets stronger when movie units or Lineage of Evil characters are defeated. Not really sure if that's going to be a final form Cooler or like the non-transformed state, but I guess we'll get more information about that once we get closer to, I guess, the release of this. Something I want to point out is that this banner, even though it is announced, is probably like 2 banners away. Normally, whenever V-Jump leaks, they have 2 banners to drop, and then they drop basically whatever gets announced. Because you got to remember, these are leaks. V-Jump is not even out yet. So by the time it gets released, we'll probably have a banner that'll come out first, and then they'll release probably the next USD, which will feature these characters. So personally, I'm excited. Like I said, you give me Frieza units, I'm all for it. And I cannot wait to run something like the green golden Frieza, the one that attacks everybody with the ultimate attack, the new golden Frieza, and then of course full power Frieza. That team alone just sounds scary. The Cooler sounds cool, no pun intended again, but I kind of want to see what else his character actually does prior to just, you know, wanting him immediately. But Frieza, I can already tell right now, I'm excited for that. I've been wanting a transforming Frieza pretty much since they introduced the transformation mechanic many months ago, so I'm all for that. So let me know your thoughts down below, who you're most excited for between Dokkan and Legends, Lineage of Evil update, or I guess Wicked Bloodlines if you play Dokkan, or if you play both, just let me know which one you're most excited for and why. And the second we get gameplays, breakdowns, stuff like that, I'll cover it at some point as well, so yeah. Did somebody mention Vegito? Every time you mention Vegito or Gogeta, or I guess even really any fusion characters in regards to news, it's always massive and a big deal because we love our fused characters between Vegito and Gogeta. Not starting a war today, we're peaceful, we like both fusions, okay? And more, including if you count Gotenks and stuff like that. But the big question everyone was asking is whether or not fusion will be playable in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and we finally got confirmation that yes, it will be. Gamatsu reports Vegito and Adult Gohan will be playable in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, the latest issue of Weekly Jump confirms. The magazine also first details on the game's new community system, which consists of the following elements: soul emblems, character emblems that can be obtained by clearing events, and a community board. Place emblems on the community board to enhance your stats. The magazine also confirms that the scene where Adult Gohan releases the Z-Sword will appear in the game, and the Kid Buu will appear as a boss fight. And that Kid Buu will appear as I think that's supposed to say the final boss fight, because that's what I saw on Twitter earlier. But yeah, as you guys know, Kid Buu is as far as the game goes. As far as right now, we don't know if they're going to have any form of movie character stuff as far as like extra scenes. But if you guys remember in the Legacy Goku series on the Game Boy back in the day, they did have that. They had stuff like the Janemba fight. They had Final Form Cooler. They had the movie stuff. I believe Broly was there as well, but it's been so long ago I don't really remember. But I can see them either doing that as form of DLC or just have like, you know, basically stuff within the game when it actually launches. Either way, the big confirmation here is that Vegito will indeed be playable. So now fingers crossed that we do get like a Janemba expansion, or maybe even just have it in the game where you can play as Gogeta as well, because I feel like that's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, I mean, again, it's kind of a given at this point. You know, people are wondering whether or not Kakarot was going to go really into the exploration of other characters, since basically it is called just Kakarot. And up until a couple months ago, everyone thought that the game was going to end in the Frieza saga, and then Goku will be the only playable character. But you no longer have to worry about that. Vegeta's going to be playable, Adult Gohan's going to be playable, and it's going to end on the Kid Buu fight at the end. So basically, it's the entirety of Dragon Ball Z from Raditz to Kid Buu, which is dope. Speaking of characters that excite you off the name alone, Broly! Specifically, Dragon Ball Super Broly, the cool Broly, is coming to Dragon Ball FighterZ. At this point, we already know this. We've known this since pretty much January when they revealed the, I guess, the plans for Dragon Ball FighterZ. And Broly and Gogeta were basically shown up at the end. And we just got Gogeta. Broly is coming very, very soon. According to Event Hubs, it's releasing in the near future. Since it's currently October, it's about to be November. My theory is we're going to get him at earliest at the end of November, if not probably sometime early December, so we can kind of have it for the holidays as we go into the end of the year. Broly from Dragon Ball Super appears in the latest Dragon Ball movie. Powerful single hits and long-reaching throws exemplify this heavy class character. Super Blaster Meteor instantly releases energy around him in a big blast. Meteor Super, his gigantic roar, transforms to a Super Saiyan and rushes forward, putting all his power into one punch. Shattering his own armor, he powers up to his full limit and lets out a powerful blast from his mouth onto his opponent. After it hits, he will continue fighting without his armor and be a Super Saiyan for the rest of the fight. We got an install finally! well, not really finally, because technically Frieza has an install. And I don't even know if you really want to count this as an install, but it is. After you do your level 3 of Broly, he's going to stay Super Saiyan, he's going to be buffed up, he's going to be out of his armor, and I think that's absolutely dope. I'm not sure if he's going to be in his Fury mode or just going to be in his base form or Super Saiyan form and then goes into like a bigger Super Saiyan form. I have no idea. I assume because it specifically says Super Saiyan, he'll be in his base Fury form, and then from there he'll turn into a Super Saiyan after the level 3 and stay powered up. I think that's dope. I think that's absolutely fantastic. You know, a lot of us are theorizing that the last character with Broly was going to be like a Fury mode install type of thing, but this is even better. You kind of get the best of both worlds, so I'm all for that. As far as anything else past Season 2, like I said, I believe the last stop for the Dragon Ball Tour will be in February, around that time, and that's probably when they're going to announce Season 3 with other characters. Speaking of which, who do you want to see in Season 3? Let me know down below, but overall, though, I'm excited for Broly. The only thing that scares me, I'm just going to point out right now, what scares me the most about Broly is I feel like, because you gotta differentiate him from the other Broly that was released a couple months ago. I feel like he's gonna be more of a grappler. And the thing that scares me, I made a tweet a couple weeks ago. I feel like remember day 1 Android 16? Something tells me that Broly is gonna play like Android 16 from day 1. Basically be super snapped and annoying to fight against when they release this character. So hopefully I'm wrong on that. Kind of, because I kind of want to pick the character up. But 16 was very, very scary day 1, so we'll see what they're going to do with that. But either way, it's just really exciting to hear that he'll be able to transform in Super Saiyan and stay like that after the level 3. That's dope to me. So yeah, with that said, again, if you can help me out in the comment section below, post the timestamps so when I cover everything. That way, people who only care about specific news can look at that and just be done with the video. But otherwise, let me know what you're most excited for between everything in this video. And the second we get gameplays, more information, stuff like that, I'll let you guys know. As always, thank you guys for watching. My name is Rhymestyle. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.